cars on the local tracks and won in most of them as well. Our inductee was fresh out of the Marines in the early 1960s when he first strapped into a race car. His start in racing came close to his Allentown home in the sportsman class of the modifieds on the tight confines of the paved racetrack that once graced the grounds of Dorney Park. After successfully mastering the asphalt at Dorney, he branched out racing on dirt in the modifieds, first at Grandview, later at Reading Fairgrounds. It was while racing at Reading that he met up with Bob Bender. At the time, Bender was fielding a late model in Central PA with Bobby Goodling as the driver. Bender and our inductee teamed up for the '67 racing season and soon became a force on the local late model circuit. In 3 years together, they won more than 30 races and point titles at Selinsgrove and Susquehanna. He would later drive a late model for Johnny Crawford as well. It was while racing in the local late model circuit that he also ventured into sprint car racing on a limited basis. He picked up rides here and there and sometimes with some of the top car owners of the time. It was in 1970 he played a substitute role in Wilbur Hawthorne's famed number 35 and won a feature at Selinsgrove. In addition to rides with Hawthorne, he also drove at one time for another for Kenny Weld, Al Hamilton, Scatsan Fusco, McMillan Engineering, the Yankee Rebel team of Jim Seidel and Ted Brewer, Crawford and Gary Colucci. After several years on the local circuit, he again branched out to the modifieds before settling into the mighty midget machines, where he became a dominant force. In fact, in 5 years in the midgets, he won a ton of races and 6 championships. Among his many midget victories were a win in the number 9 Ken Hickey midget. That win came in the last race ever run on the famed Fairgrounds track at his hometown of Allentown. He also can claim a midget win in Jamaica. It was in the latter stages of his 40-plus year racing career that he found himself racing in a new class of cars that was quickly catching on in the local area. Those years were also some of his best, as he drove the Legends cars that greatly resembled the first cars he drove in his career, but on a smaller scale. He drove Legends cars for Paul Weissel, Randy Schaefer, Evan Ford, and Ralph Raring. His many wins came at some of the same tracks where he did so well early in his career, and also at tracks where he had never raced before. In 2006, his final full season of racing, he won the Pennsylvania State Dirt Championship in the Legends. He was also named the National Legends Champion on the dirt tracks, and to top it all off, he also won the Legends Dirt Nationals race in Missouri. He ended his career with more than 300 career wins and 30 championships. While in the midst of his racing career, he held a dream job for any race-oriented person. For 5 years, whenever racing legend A.J. Foyt decided to go NASCAR racing, his race car was transported by a rig driven there by our inductee. Sometimes our inductee would drive the Ford rig to the NASCAR track, hop on an airplane for wherever he himself was racing that weekend, then get back on the airplane to get back in time to return Foyt's racer to its home base. Our inductee is 75 now and living in Clearwater, Florida, with his longtime companion Glenna Henry. For all those years and all those wins, we here at the York County Racing Club are proud to honor as this year's past driver inductee into our Hall of Fame, Ronnie Dunstan.
No running.
No.
No Brutson.
Ronnie, on behalf of the York County Racing Club, we're proud to present you with this award and induct you into our Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much. It's something that is one of the better things you ever got.
You had a wonderful career in racing. You got to really to do it all, really. You ran all different kinds of cars and won in most of them.
Well, that was part of it. If you want to race, you go racing.
You asphalt modifieds, dirt modifieds, late models, sprint cars, dirt champ cars, midgets, and then the legend cars. Were any of them more fun than others?
Oh, well, they were all about the same, but I also ran the Champ Car series for, I don't know, about 6 years when I was running for AJ, I don't know, about 6 years, 6 or 7 years.
And then you got to drive his truck to the NASCAR tracks.
Yeah, I used to take that all over the place.
A lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
You had a lot of fun in your racing. It was you were a top competitor, but you were always having fun.
Well, that's the way you gotta go. If you don't have fun, stay home.
That's right. Ronnie, congratulations. We're so proud to have you here.
Thank you very much.